This is your opportunity to tell me what happened and why.
I was terrified for myself and I was defending myself.
Okay.
So the first thing I did was I did shoot him.
You are currently watching 30-year-old Skylar Burley laughing over the fact that he just murdered a 17-year-old. All because this man-child was shown a middle finger. And no matter how much Skylar tries to spin it all,
He jumps out at me and starts swinging.
what he doesn't know is that this entire ordeal was caught on camera, all as he followed, attacked, and shot Gage Anderson.
And when he grabbed your arm, was that your gun?
He grabbed me?
Let me see that on the video. You wouldn't want somebody to come back and call you a liar. As long as you're being honest, then you got no worries.
It was around 8:15 p.m. on August 13, 2024, when bystanders at a United Dairy Farmers gas station on Climb Road witnessed a chilling series of events. In this devastating footage, two cars pull into the parking lot where the driver of a black Kia steps out and begins arguing with someone in the car next to him. Within seconds, the argument escalates, and before someone could intervene, the driver pulls out a gun and fires a single shot, leaving 17-year-old Gage Anderson unconscious on the scene. Behind the wheel of the victim's car was Gage's father, and in a moment of pure desperation, he dialed 911, praying that somehow, someway, Gage survives his injuries. But despite the best efforts from first responders, Gage succumbed to his injuries. Gage was described as a mature and sensible kid who had finished high school early just to start working and support his family. But instead, he became a victim of a senseless moment of rage. But was this really something as simple as a traffic dispute, or was someone out for Gage's life? While working to find an answer to that very question, investigators got a lead within 10 minutes of the shooting. A witness spotted a man acting strangely, dumping his black Kia for a gold getaway car in the nearby area. Using this breakthrough, detectives arrived at the location where they came across 30-year-old Skylar Burley, who was trying to flee the scene. But with the help of a helicopter fleet, that attempt from Skylar failed and he was arrested shortly after. Skylar was then brought in for interrogation, and detectives soon discovered this wasn't his first time being tied to a crime scene.
You consumed alcohol last 12 to 24 hours.
No.
Okay. Have you consumed any drugs to include 24?
Yes, I did.
Okay. How much was that? It's no big deal. I just need to know.
To be honest,
Okay.
so I can't really give you
How long ago? How long ago?
like
did you
how
start?
long ago, like
Was that this evening, this afternoon, or
it,
evening? Okay. Have you been in this situation before? Have you been arrested before?
a long time ago.
Okay. How old are you now?
30.
30. Juvenile arrest or adult arrest?
It was, I want to say, beginning of my adult,
Okay. All right.
like 18.
All right. Have you ever had anybody read you your rights before?
Yeah, the first time.
Okay. All right. You're in custody. You're not free to go.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in that sense, I can't make you say anything, right?
Yes, sir.
So I got to give you the legal option. All right. So I'll read this statement to you, and then there's going to be a statement I want you to read, and I'll ask you if you agree with it. Okay. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions. If you are unable to pay a lawyer will be appointed to you prior to any questioning, if you so desire. If you wish to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop answering at any time.
Okay.
You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer, okay?
Okay.
It says, I have been read the statement of my rights as written above, and I understand my rights. Is that a true statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The important part of that is we can ask you something and you can stop answering at any time.
Okay.
Right? All right. So if I could have you sign right there, that's just saying I read you your rights and you understand them.
Frank, or signature?
Oh, you can do signature. That's fine.
Okay. 30.
30. Juvenile arrest or adult arrest?
It was, I want to say, beginning of my adult,
Okay. All right.
like 18.
All right. Have you ever had anybody read you your rights before?
Yeah, the first time.
Okay. Whole bunch of stuff happened tonight. We've got a lot of people said this happened, that happened. We're still collecting all that information.
Yes, sir.
They're telling me their side of the story. I need to get Skylar's side of the story.
Yes, sir.
All right? So this is your opportunity to tell me what happened and why. When did this start?
I can't give you a time.
A general idea. Was it still light out?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was still light outside. I'm going towards the gas station. I just bought some Taco Bell for my daughter.
Okay.
Going towards the gas station. The gentleman cuts me off. We end up going to the same spot. I hop out, dude in the passenger side, talking like, I say disrespectful, threatening. So
How do you mean?
like saying he's gonna take me. So I got the car and I talked to the driver and I tell the driver like, man, I don't, basically telling him I don't want no problems, basically letting him know that it wasn't cool. He almost hurt both of us. Dude get offended that's in the passenger side. He jumps out at me and starts swinging. So the first thing I did was I did shoot him.
Okay.
But I was terrified for myself and I was defending myself.
Okay. Do you remember how many times you shot?
Once.
Once. Do you know where he was struck?
I do not.
Okay.
The claim that he was only defending himself against an unarmed man may sound convincing at first, but detectives knew this isn't the case because of Skylar's extensive criminal history. Between January and March 2023 alone, he was arrested multiple times for reckless and aggressive behavior. In one incident, he fired multiple shots into a residence. In another, he discharged a firearm on prohibited property. He was also charged with aggravated burglary and later arrested for improperly handling a firearm in a motor vehicle, as well as carrying a concealed weapon. For these offenses, Skylar received a sentence ranging from a minimum of 6 years to a maximum of 9. And the fact that despite the significant sentence, he was still active and armed on the evening of August 13th, the very next year, is just mind-boggling.
You were coming out of Taco Bell, where at? I don't know that area real well.
You want the street?
Where was the Taco Bell where you guys almost had a collision?
Well,
Georgesville?
I went to Taco Bell in Harrisburg Pike, but
Okay.
we almost had a collision on you know where Franklin Heights at?
Yeah.
The school?
Yeah.
Yeah, we was right past that.
Denver.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Demerson.
And you were going towards the UDF? So you're going
Yeah.
south?
I'm going. Yes, sir.
Okay. And he was coming from where?
I want to say he was turning out from that parking lot.
From the school parking lot?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we both was going.
So there was a school parking lot. There's also some
well,
apartment
not the
parking
school
lot.
parking lot. It's two schools over there. You got Franklin
Right.
Park, and you got the one that used to be like the CVS. They made it into like a county academy school.
Oh, okay. Okay. Charter school.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Okay.
So-
So he's pulling out that?
Yeah.
Okay. And he pulls out in front of you. Were you in front of him at that point?
I was coming up. He was.
Okay.
So I had to basically
So
like.
you're going south. He's coming out this way.
Boom.
Okay.
And but without hitting me. So say like this is me. Put
All
your
right.
hand back. Scoot your hand back. Yeah, that's me stopping the car basically.
Okay. He pulled out. You
Like
stopped.
he's in left. Because the way the street is, you going that way,
Mhm.
you have a lane that's like straight. You can go straight, and then that merges to 3. But you also have another lane that's like considered a turning lane.
The one in the middle.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So you're in the turning lane, or you?
no, I'm in the straight lane.
Okay. All right. And when you pull into the UDF,
I was actually going to get something to drink
okay.
for my daughter. Because
Okay.
I got her some 3 tacos. I didn't get her.
All right. And you pull into the UDF after him, or
Yeah.
before him? After him.
It was happening.
Okay. What did he actually say to you? What did you say to him first? What made him respond to you with words?
I wasn't even talking to him. That's where I'm keeping it real, like, confused why he got so, like, I would say, like, I feel like he was already agitated, and I feel like by me telling the driver, like, you almost basically messed both of us up, he took it offense.
What were your exact words, bro?
Oh, you almost both of us.
Okay. You almost both of us?
Yeah.
Okay. And the driver responded how?
He looks over to dude. He instantly looks over to dude, and that's when dude just. I wish I could show you the way it was.
Okay.
But it's only us, and they probably try to put me like I'm trying to attack y'all type stuff, and I ain't trying to go through that.
All right. After this happens, what happened? After you shot.
After I shot, I get in the car to basically, I leave the scene to, I was about to call you guys, but by the time I get to the place to call you guys, it was already like 30, 20 cars pulling up.
Okay. And you went into that house?
Yeah, going into the house?
Yeah. Is that your address?
No.
Whose
I
house is that?
stayed in a hotel until my place get fixed.
Okay, whose house was that you pulled into?
That was the mother of my child's sister.
Okay. And
that's why I was dropping the food off to.
Okay. And once you got there, what did you do?
Once I got there, I basically walked back and forth because the helicopter started to circle. And then I got into her sister's car, heading back up there. And that's when she calls me, the mother of my child calls me to say, it's like so many cars there. So I take it upon myself and go back. I go back, so many police officers, like 20, 30 ARs.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Oh no,
I'm scared.
And I know how
ran.
I know how we react.
Yeah, I ran. I actually ran. Then I'm on the phone with the mother of my child. She was like, "You're not doing it besides making it worse." So I came back. So once I came back, they made it like I was like dangerous.
Quite surprising that he wanted authorities to think he wasn't dangerous, even after he had just killed a man in a fit of rage only half an hour earlier. And even after that, Schuyler tries to justify that he was going to surrender, a story which is very quickly about to fall apart. And if you love watching knuckleheads like Schuyler get caught in their own lies, subscribe. It goes a long way.
I understand their point because I did run.
We don't know anything. All we know is a man dressed like you shot a man and ran from you. We had no idea why.
No,
we don't know what you're thinking. We don't know.
I totally understand.
Okay.
Like I don't blame you guys for what y'all did, but
okay.
But yeah, right. So I basically come back. They slammed me on the ground.
When did you get into the white car? Or the gold car? Yeah.
I say
you parked the black one.
I parked the black one.
You go in the house.
No, I didn't even go in the house.
Okay.
The mother of my child went in the house with the food. I walked from the porch, walked back, and I seen a helicopter. And that's when I got in the go car, was about to go back. And that's when she was on the phone like they hear.
How long were you there before
they
before you tried to get away? How long from the time you parked that black car till the time police started chasing you, you noticed a helicopter over the top of you?
Well, I ain't trying to get away, but I say by the time I parked the black car and got into the go one, it was like a minute they was pulling up.
Okay.
Like if you even say a minute, like soon as I parked the black car, I walked to the porch, walked back, seen the helicopter, and then I get in the go car about to go back, and that's when I see cops, but it was only one at the time. But and that's when I called her. She said that's when there was a lot of them.
Mhm.
So I circled back around. That's when they surprised me with, oh, they're talking about they'll shoot me.
So your intention was to surrender to them until you seen.
I seen. I ain't gonna lie. I seen AR-15.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, and they had scopes and.
We're well funded.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
You well compact.
Couple questions. What happened to the clothes that you had on when this incident occurred? Because it looks like from the UDF video, it looks like you have something long sleeve on. Did you have a hoodie on?
I did have a black one.
Okay. Where's that at?
I don't know.
When did you take it off?
Like, oh man. I want to say in the car.
Okay, so that hood is going to still be in the black car or the white one?
If I'm not mistaken, it should be the black one.
Should be the black one. All right. The big question. What happened to the firearm? Where's it at?
The firearm is is it not in my bag?
Hmm.
It's not in the bag?
No.
That's gonna be the thing.
A witness seen the firearm in your hand when you were coming out of the black car.
Witness see the firearm in my hand when I got into the black car?
Yeah.
When was this?
Tonight.
That gun should be in that gray bag. And along should be some.
No.
Was that in it?
Yeah.
I ran. I hope.
Where's the tags on the black car?
The tags? Should be on them. They off?
They're in that house in the front, in the downstairs bedroom.
Huh?
That's what they're reporting to me back here. I haven't been to the scene yet. We got an entire team out there right now.
Nah, the tag should be on the car.
No, I had a sergeant go out there and describe the car to me.
Right.
And give me a VIN. There's no tags on that car. No tags at all.
How long have you had the car? I'm just curious, does it have metal plates or is it like a tin tag in the window we just missed?
Nah, it should be metal.
Metal plates, okay.
Trying to convince detectives that you are going to surrender isn't a good look. Because after the murder, Schuyler not only threw the hoodie he was wearing, but he also changed the car's number plates, swapped vehicles, and cut his hair. All signs indicating that his intention was nowhere close to surrender. But once he realized that a helicopter was already hovering overhead and deputies were outside his home, he ran, before eventually returning and surrendering. Schuyler should definitely be given an award for honesty like that.
Your actions when the police came up on you before they actually laid hands on you. And this is after you ran or whatever it was. You made the statement, I don't care, go ahead and shoot me. Shoot me, I don't care. It's over. What did you mean by that? Why did you say that?
To be honest with you, man, depression, gang. Not sorry to call you gang, but depression, man. I lost my daughter, sister. I try to do right for them and everything.
How'd you lose?
My daughter with a seizure.
How old?
She was only one. My sister, drugs.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
I appreciate it, man. But
Was that here in Columbus?
For the last few months, I've been trying to build myself to be the male for my kid.
How old is this one?
She's 7.
Okay.
I got a promotion coming, and I was.
Where are you working at?
Battling
Which one?
Ronesburg.
Went off at 2:56.
Like 15 minutes from the hospital. Do you know somebody named Cedric Hollingsworth?
Maybe, why? Trying to think, what, I mean, yeah, I mean, I know, like, I don't know, I'm getting names confused. I know Cedric, I know the dude with last name of Hollingsworth, but his first name is Cedric. So, and that's gonna tell us the same thing you said?
Say it again?
And that is gonna tell us the same thing you told us?
Yeah, sir.
All right.
One other question I wanted to ask you, and it's everybody's right to say, why now? Why do you carry a gun? Especially when you have the depression.
You want honesty, like full throttle honesty.
That's why. Let me put it this way, Skyler. That's what I expect, and that's what I demand.
Well, that's the only way I would rather give it. But to keep it real, like my brother, my sister's boyfriend, shot at me. That's what made me initially get it from the beginning, because of that protection and watching the news. I see people constantly, bars, driving past bars, clubs, kill people, shooting people. So by me having a daughter and a girlfriend, I'm the only male that we have. Her mom's gone. So I try to be the protection of the family. To be real, yeah. I just try to protect them, make sure they safe. I'm cool.
These are probably the only truthful statements he has made so far. In 2022, court records do indicate that Skyler was the victim of an assault by his own brother, Cedric Hollingsworth. During a dispute, Cedric allegedly blocked Skyler's vehicle and fired a handgun at him as Skyler attempted to flee on foot. Cedric was later charged with attempted murder and felonious assault, and authorities found out that he assaulted his own daughter, allegations which were later substantiated. Living in this kind of environment suggests that Skyler was exposed to constant violence, where firearms were a normalized response to conflict. However, that does not excuse or justify him inflicting his own pain on others, just as he did with Gage.
Is the gun in the house, or did it fall out while you
We're
were running?
writing a
Or?
search warrant for the house.
I'm
We're going to search the house. If you can tell me where the gun's at in the house, we don't have to tear the damn thing up.
gonna be honest with you. I don't know if they took it in there or they not. I could have dropped it outside, but it was in my bag.
Okay.
But you can, if you get a search warrant, you feel me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want you to tear their house up.
Well,
So-
we got to look everywhere there's possibly a gun. It's in drawers, cabinets, food,
Is there some way I can at
bathrooms.
least call them and see if they pick it up?
Who at the house?
Yeah.
Who's at that house?
Who was at it? It was the mother of my child, my daughter.
Okay. She was with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else was in that house?
It was her sister. I don't know who else stayed there.
How'd you get the keys to that car?
How I get the keys to the car? It was outside.
The keys were
Yeah, they were sitting on the balcony. Well, on the table.
on the porch.
Yeah. It was next to a cigarette. So I'm thinking that she could have probably came back with my daughter. Because when I pulled up, they was just walking in. I kissed my daughter. I was like, come here. I told her, come here. I kissed her and I told her I love her.
Okay, so they were just walking up to the house when you pulled in too.
Yeah.
And then this happened, and she just set her cigarettes and keys down there.
No, when we pulled up, they was like, I want to say they was from outside going in.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay. You don't know if they just pulled up, but they were outside.
no, I don't know if they just would have. That was just my
Okay.
my assumption.
All right. And then they seen you, and she just put her cigarettes and keys down there.
Yeah, and she was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And that's when I kissed my daughter, and I was like, "I love you, Daddy, love you." And that's when she was like, "What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?" And that's when the mother of my child was like, "Hey, Skyler, you need to call them. You need to call them. Turn yourself in." I said, "I am." So when I was heading back when they was in a gold car, I was heading back up there. She
Why
told me
didn't
to
you
come
take
back.
your black car?
When I take the black car,
Why wouldn't you take the black car back up there?
stupid. I'm gonna be honest, stupid.
The guy that jumped out of the car at you, did he say anything? I might have missed that.
Yeah. Well, when he jumped out of the car, he did. When he was in the car,
Okay.
he did. That's when he threatened me.
Threatened what?
He's threatening you how?
That's when he said he gonna kill me.
And when he grabbed your arm, was that your gun arm that he had?
He grabbed me?
Let me see that on the video.
He
Your gun was out.
he was in my hoodie.
Right. And the shot was, you didn't reach for your hoodie. The shot was as soon as he got out of the car.
Am I able to see this?
Eventually, yeah. I mean, I expect you to be honest with you, and I'm going to be honest with you.
No, trust me. I could have lied about the whole shooting and stuff like that. You feel me?
It wouldn't have made much difference because we got the video. We have
Yeah.
a shitload of witnesses with cell phones. They're still collecting all the cell phones. Those who didn't have a cell phone had eyes. They seen it. They heard it. We're going to find cameras that's going to follow you. We're going to go back out probably tomorrow. We'll find the camera that's going to follow you from where you said you started all this, the Demarest, all the way to the UDF. And when you pull out of the UDF, we know basically what direction you went. We'll start following cameras there. We'll start following ring cameras. And then I just hope that nothing contradicts what you said,
No, I know.
because that's not going to look good.
Oh, I know. You're good, man.
Some of those witnesses heard the words. You wouldn't want somebody to come back and call you a liar. And as long as you're being honest, then you got no worries.
Yes, sir. How long would I sit here?
Don't know yet.
We'll answer that for Schuyler. He'll be behind bars for quite a long time. When Schuyler was brought in for a court appearance, he appeared with a bandage on his face, which his defense claimed was evidence of a physical struggle between Gage and Schuyler. However, that argument failed, as the jury concluded that using a firearm in a dispute with an unarmed teenager, who was substantially younger and likely smaller than the 30-year-old Burley, constituted excessive use of force. Ultimately, on April 24, 2025, Burley entered a guilty plea to one count of murder with a 3-year firearm specification. As part of the plea deal, the more severe charge of aggravated murder, along with the tampering with evidence counts, were dismissed, and he was sentenced to 18 years in prison with the possibility of parole after serving his sentence. Thanks for watching today's video. 80% of you right now aren't subscribed. If these are the kind of breakdowns you keep coming back for, a subscription goes a long way. It's free and it helps us keep making them. If you're looking for more videos, check out one of the most gripping cases we've ever covered right here, or our newest upload right here.